Hey kiddos, it's Pop Pop, and guess what time it is? It's story time with Pop Pop. We got one now called Warm in Winter. This one should be interesting. I like to stay warm in the winter, don't you? Let's see how this one goes. Are you ready? Can you see everything all right? Okay, looks like we're pretty good. All right. Badger and her new friend Rabbit played hide and seek in the meadow. At lunchtime, they sat side by side at the lake. They munched on crunchy carrots, and they drank ice-cold lemonade. Woo-hoo! Badger jumped her black checker over Rabbit's red one. "Ah," said Badger, "what could be better than a good game of checkers?" She raised her snout to the sky. "And what could be warmer than a sunny summer's day?" "Winter," said Rabbit. "I like it better when it's warm in winter." "Ha!" Badger laughed. "How can it ever be warm in winter?" "Wait and see," said Rabbit. Summer came to an end. Badger and Rabbit took long walks every day. They played in piles of autumn leaves. One night, the icy fingers of winter wind tapped on Badger's window. In the morning, the air was thick with snow. Badger found a letter by her door. It said, "Dear Badger, hurry over and you can see how warm in the winter we can be. Your friend Rabbit." "Warm?" peeked Badger outside. The cold nipped at her nose. Quickly, she closed the door. Ooh. Badger set up the checkerboard. She moved a black checker up one square. Then she stared at the red checkers. "It's no fun playing checkers alone," she muttered. She got out her crayons and started to draw. "Rabbit would like my picture." She looked at Rabbit's invitation. She looked out the window at the falling snow. Badger sighed. Then she put on a sweater, a vest, 2 pairs of socks, boots, a hat, a scarf, 2 pairs of mittens, a jacket, and a heavy coat. She picked up her pitcher and stepped outside. Brrr! Badger shivered. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The snow filled her boots. "My paws feel like they're lumps of ice." Badger huffed as she tromped up the hill. Her hat blew off. "The wind is biting my ears." Oh my. My picture. She watched it fly away. Snow blew into her eyes. "Now I can't see where I'm going." Plop! A clump of snow fell on her head. "How can it ever be warm in winter?" grumbled Badger. Look at all that snow. She started to run. "Help!" Down she slid. Splunk! She landed in a snowbank. "I'll never be warm again," Badger cried. Tears froze on her snout. Oh. At last, Badger arrived at Rabbit's door. "Oh, open up," she called. "I'm cold and wet, and the wind blew my pitcher away." There's Rabbit. "Poor Badger," said Rabbit. She helped Badger out of her wet clothes. She gave her a flannel nightie and fuzzy slippers, a floppy nightcap, and a soft robe. "Stand by the fire," said Rabbit. She disappeared into the kitchen. Oh boy. Rabbit returned with mugs of carrot soup and chunks of clover bread dripping with honey. Steam from the soup curled around Badger's snout. Ooh. Badger and Rabbit sat on the floor with crayons and paper. Pine cones crackled in the fireplace. Flickering shadows danced on the walls. "I like your picture," said Rabbit. "Here," said Badger, "it's for you." "And I made this one for you." Rabbit gave Badger her picture. "Now let's play checkers," she said. Badger watched Rabbit set up the checkerboard. She took a sip of the soup Rabbit had made for her. She snuggled deep in the nightie that Rabbit had given her. She looked at the picture Rabbit had drawn for her. Then she looked out the window at the falling snow. "You know, Rabbit," said Badger, "being here with you makes me feel—" Badger stopped. She stared at her friend. "Feel what?" said Rabbit. Badger smiled. "Warm," she said, "warm in winter." Then she picked up a black checker and started to play. Yay! There they are playing checkers, and they're warm in winter. Oh, what a nice story. Well, I hope everyone stays warm this winter. Well, that's it for today. So it's Pop-Up saying, I'll see you soon for the next story time with Pop-Up. Bye-bye.